Body improvement!
Fight on! Fight on! Fight on!
Body improvement! Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking when I made this intro, but let's tone it down a little bit. The Body Improvement Club are the best team throughout anime and manga, and here's why. Now, I love Mob Psycho 100. It's one of those series that I return to at least once a year. I watch it all the way through, and then it pains me how I have maybe 2 people in my life that I can talk to about it, because other people just haven't watched or read it, and it's infuriating. But that's why YouTube comment sections exist. But back on topic, Mob Psycho 100 is about Shigeo Kageyama, or Mob, a young boy with unrivaled psychic powers crammed into the body of a shy, physically weak, and emotionally repressed child. It's a story about his pursuit of growth and change without relying on his incredible psychic powers to assist him in life. Mob essentially believes that if something is worth doing, it's worth doing right. Using psychic powers to achieve anything is cheating and an unfair advantage in young Mob's eyes. And whilst I'd somewhat disagree with that in principle, it's a very noble and endearing trait. Okay, so I didn't really explain why it is I disagree with Mob's thinking about using psychic powers in like everyday life and how I don't think it's cheating. And the best way I can do that is maybe use like the sports person analogy. So, you know, if you were someone that was good at swimming and you had shovel-sized hands and really long arms, you're born with those gifts and you use them to your advantage and you become a great swimmer. Is that cheating? Yeah, I guess it's dependent. Maybe I'm talking myself out of it. I mean, if Mob uses psychic powers to help him swim, maybe that would be cheating. So yeah, maybe just ignore what I said, actually. Oh well, good for the runtime. Bye. Another thing about Mob is he's sort of a pushover, at least initially. And this mostly comes from Mob's lack of direction in life. He's young, he's still figuring out what it is he wants to do. So when the telepathy club is facing a forced dissolution, they identify Mob as the perfect person to join simply to increase the numbers and meet their quota. Mob is straight up asked if he wants to join, and he says no. He has no interest. And yeah, why would he? When the student vice president appears with a new club looking to make a home in this soon-to-be vacated club room, Mob is presented with a series of questions, which essentially amount to, what is it you want? What is it you want, Mob? Which should sound very familiar. After some soul-searching and reminiscing about the time Tsubomi, his crush, was enamored with the fastest kid in class, and not the one with literal superpowers, Mob knows what he wants and how he's gonna get it. So, Mob accepts the Body Improvement Club's offer to join. They never asked. And instead of being met with rejection or mockery, he gets the most sincere welcome that I could honestly cry. More like Body Improvement dub, am I right? Fuck me. From that moment on, the Body Improvement Club become a supporting pillar in Mob's life. They rescue him on at least 2 occasions and turn up to help him many more times. And they do this all while providing the encouragement and support he needs to improve on his physical abilities. And yes, Mob essentially decides to work out to get girls, but come on, we've all done it, or at least thought about it. Mob has a physical foundation of nothing. Seriously, nothing. Which is completely fine. He hasn't joined the bodybuilding club or the serious athletes club. He's joined the Body Improvement Club. These guys have nothing but admiration and respect for anyone looking to be even slightly better physically today than they were yesterday. It's the most positive gym culture you can imagine, fronted and supported by the most stereotypical meatheads you've ever seen. It's like if all those fitness influencers you see on TikTok and Instagram actually believed what they were saying about making the gym an inclusive and encouraging space. But yeah, immediately in the next episode and chapter, we see Mob has collapsed after 5 minutes of running, and Musashi, the club leader, carries him back to the club room. It's just a nice, sweet, kind of sincere moment, despite the fact that Musashi kind of throws Mob on the floor. But yeah, Musashi's a real one. Also, the club as a whole are just quite an interesting reflection on Mob and his own belief about the use of psychic powers. When the club is approached by Onigawara about having a fight with kids from Black Vinegar Middle School, they reprimand him and tell him that that's not the reason for one to have impressive muscles. They also go as far as to say that violence is wrong, which is exactly Mob's response and attitude towards using his psychic powers on other people. They all essentially believe the same thing regarding using your gifts in everyday life. Following on from this, Onigawara manufactures a situation that gets Mob kidnapped by kids from Black Vinegar Middle School and informs the Body Improvement Club, who, despite saying that they wouldn't get involved in their anti-violence, come to Mob's rescue, and they tear shit up. It's a great scene and only strengthens how much I fucking love this group. So I'm gonna speed through season 1 of Mob and most of season 2. Lots of heartwarming moments. The club are great. I love them. They lift Bob up in the air, throw him around to celebrate things he's done. But I want to talk about that specific scene from season 2, episode 10. And it's that moment where Mob is unconscious and being pursued by Shibata, the psychic steroids guy. Worth mentioning that Bob is being possessed by Dimple because he's actually unconscious. Anyway, after flying through the air from one of his blows, he's found by Musashi and the other members of the club, who immediately after assessing the situation stand up against Shibata to protect Mob. Even though they are hopelessly outmatched when facing off against a psychic like Shibata, the group, and especially Musashi, are willing to lay down their lives to protect Bob. And I'm just going to play this scene out loud, or at least as much of it as I can before YouTube flags me. It's great, and I can't do it any justice, but if I have to read over this, I will.
I don't know what you have against Kageyama, but he doesn't deserve to have you step on his head. He's a kind and decent guy. Listen, you've been working so hard. No matter how many times you've passed out, no matter how many times you've stumbled, you've always been running right behind us. You never give up. Seeing you like that gives the rest of us courage. And that's not gonna break, no matter what this guy does. You hear me? I won't let you. I'll die before I let you do anything to Kageyama.
It's peak. It's peak. It's just peak. I don't know what else I can say. I don't know what else I can say. It's peak. I'm definitely struggling to put into words why I love the Body Improvement Club so much, but I suppose the gist of it is that they're wholesome, supportive, and an inversion of the typical jock you would see in other media. They aren't egotistical or nasty. They don't pick on Mob like others in the school do. They see him as an equal and probably respect him more than others because of his dedication to improve himself. I mean, it's honestly infectious. Seeing someone close to you work so hard and see results in anything in life is going to have an effect on you, and that's exactly how Mob and the Body Improvement Club sees one another. They're inspired by the fact that Mob never gives up, and Mob is inspired by just how impressive they are. They're just good guys, man. As well as being great people for Mob to look up to, they help to enforce his belief that hard work and effort are worth it in and of itself. And yeah, you should give something you thought out of your reach a try. For Mob, it began as running, and as we saw, he could barely run for 5 minutes before collapsing. It's with help from the Body Improvement Club and their belief in him that gives Mob the drive to keep going at it. In season 2, Mob goes so far as to say that should he place in the top 10 in the school marathon, he'll ask out Tsubomi, which isn't only a bold declaration of feelings from someone who's been holding their emotions in all this time, but also shows how Mob has started to view himself. He's rapidly gaining in confidence, and I know there are many people in this series that can be attributed to helping him get to this point, but I really want to highlight just how important the Body Improvement Club were in getting Mob to this place. At the marathon itself, Musashi declares that they're rivals. I mean, this guy, he just says all the right things at every opportunity. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. So yeah, the world needs more Musashi Godas, Hideki Yamamuras, Hiroshi Kumagawas, I'm gonna redo that line. So yeah, the world needs more Musashi Godas, Hideki Yamamuras, Hiroshi Kumagawas, Jun Sagawas, and Ryohei Shimuras, and even maybe a few more Tenga Onigawaras. Maybe not, but you get the idea. Maybe what this is actually a really damning indictment of modern society, that a fictional group of kind and caring gym goers is treated like a funny joke, and their fixation on individual progress and celebrating being slightly better than the person you were yesterday is completely at odds with the just downright mean world we live in. You know, that world where even attempting something new can expose you to mockery and derision. This sounds really personal, but I swear it's not. Maybe it is a little, but who hasn't been afraid of trying something new or given up doing something you want to get better at because you aren't immediately the best at it or not as good as the people around you and your peers? Maybe that's just how we've allowed the world to affect us. I wish I was more knowledgeable about this kind of subject, but here we are. And I'm looking at my script now and I've realized I spelled knowledgeable wrong. Nice. Point proven. What else can I say about the Body Improvement Club? I don't know, man. They're just really fucking cool and wholesome, and I wanted to talk about them. So yeah, that's that. So I guess if you enjoyed this, then please like and subscribe. It really helps out. Maybe we'll hit 1,000 subs sometime. That'd be cool. I wish I had other Mob Psycho videos of mine to push people onto, but this is the first. So here's a Yu Yu Hakusho playlist, and there's a Dragon Ball video. Goodbye.
Dad, for the last time, please, I don't want to have to record this again.